There is a trick to staying consistent on social media that I use constantly, and it has helped me grow to a following of over, I think it's 344,000 followers on Instagram. I have quite a few followers on TikTok and across many other social media platforms, and I do this by being consistent, and the way that I do that is by scheduling and doing drafts. And in this video I'm going to show you exactly how you can come up with lots of different ideas for your social media posts and how you can stay consistent and just spend 1 hour a week making this content, if that. It can even be less sometimes, depending on how much you want to show up online. It is a fact that the more you show up online, the more you are going to grow your handmade business. And even though you might think that you don't like showing up on social media, I'm telling you now, once you start getting views and start getting content working, you will enjoy it, just like I do. But when you're starting out with something new, we often don't enjoy doing that thing that we have to kind of learn before we start getting results from it. So if you are struggling being consistent online and you find that it's hard for you to show up online and you just don't feel like you're able to get them posts out every single week consistently for you to be able to grow your handmade business on Instagram or TikTok or wherever it is where you show up online. So I'm just going to show you exactly what I do now, and it is a complete game changer. So if you love videos like this, please subscribe because I'm making new videos every single week. So if you're new here, hi, I'm Becky and I've run a handmade business now for around 8 years, and I have many different social media platforms and I have grown them all to quite a good following. I have Facebook groups, I have all sorts of things because I have learned how to consistently show up to make these social media platforms grow, and now they help my business grow and help me get sales. And this has been a huge part of why I can do this full time. And now I teach other handmade business owners to do the exact same as I have in the Artisan's Alchemy. And here are a few testimonials from some of my students in there. The first thing you're going to want to do to show up online is get your content, and I will make a full video about how you can get amazing content. But today we are focusing on how we can show up consistently online. So get your content, and my main bit of advice for this is to film it on your phone and edit it in a third-party app. I use KineMaster, but there's a million apps out there and they all work so well. But honestly, get your content on your phone and get it edited in your phone so you're able to post this in several different places and at several different times. This is the main thing. You don't want to have content that you're just using once. Why would you spend an hour filming content and then only use it once? Absolutely not. We're going to get our content and we're going to keep it in our phone in a library where we can use it over and over again. Now, my best advice for this, especially if you're struggling being consistent, is get an hour in your week, if that, depending on how much you want to turn up online or show up online. Get an hour of your week each week and sit down and use that 1 hour. Everybody can get 1 hour a week, and sit down and you're gonna start a posting session, like a content session where you're gonna be posting about your handmade business. Finding 1 hour a week is gonna be way more doable than having to find different 15 minutes every single day. Like, just having 1 hour a week is gonna be way easier for you to keep showing up online, especially if you struggle being consistent and staying consistent. Now, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna schedule, or we're gonna put some posts into drafts, whichever one suits you. There's different reasons why you would want to schedule and different reasons why you want to put it into drafts, and I'm going to explain that later on. But for now, we need to find ideas. We at this point should already have our content, but we still need to understand how we're going to put that content online so that we actually get views and even new followers and use this content to the best we possibly can. Now, the first thing that I love to do to get ideas is to scroll. I search for things like sun catchers, I search for things like if I was doing macrame pottery, and I would search for what comes up under that kind of search engine, and then I would just scroll. I would also scroll on my own feed. My feed is very full of artists and other small businesses and other people that are very good at social media. So I'd also scroll on my own feed on the Reels tab, I would also scroll on there. And the reason why my feed shows me a lot of this is because that's what I look at on Instagram. If your feed isn't like this and it's maybe full of celebrities, I don't know, stuff like that, or funny videos, if you want to change it so that your feed is more like mine, then you need to scroll fast past the other videos that you don't want your feed to be, and anything that you do want your feed to be about, watch it, like it, comment on it, and that's what I do. So if something's very like ethereal, whimsical, I would like that and I'll comment on it. Something's craft based and I think that it's a really good video, I'll watch it, I'll like it, I'll post it. Not post it, sorry, I'll share it or whatever, because that's what I want my content to be more about when I'm scrolling, so that I can get more ideas, and also because I enjoy that content. And that's a good way to make sure your feed is like that. If it's not like that, then like I said, go on the search bar and search for things like whatever it is that you want to search, whimsical, sun catchers, jewelry, whatever it is you want to search for, and then do the same thing, scroll and like and comment, and then your actual feed will turn into that. And make sure you're looking at the captions, the hooks, the things that really get you into this kind of content and make you want to actually look at it. The other thing that you want to do is start using AI. I personally love using ChatGPT. I am dyslexic and this has been a game changer for me. I still make it use my own voice and say things that I want to say, but it does help me with things like putting my words in the right order or using like nicer words and making sure that I'm not spelling everything wrong, which I often do, and putting actual punctuation in there, which I don't even know what punctuation is. And it really helps me with this. Not only that, but it can help you with even more ideas, and I teach in the Artist Dance Alchemy how to do this, but I'm also teaching a free webinar on this very, very soon. And if you're interested in joining that free webinar, please click the link below to my website and there's a place there to join the webinar. This is all about how to get great hooks and great captions on your content. So click the link down below if you want to be involved in that and watch that free live webinar where you can ask me questions. Now you've got your captions, your hooks, your content, and you know what it is that you are going to put into this content, you're going to start either scheduling or putting it into drafts. This is the way that I do it, and I find this the easiest way to do it for me. So if I want to schedule posts, say I know I'm not going to be around to actually put my draft live and I want to schedule posts so it's just doing it for me in the background, then when you're posting as normal, underneath before you post there should be a section to schedule your post. Now I am on a business account and you will need to be on a business or a creator account to do this. So with scheduling, it's amazing if you're doing it this way. It means that you don't have to constantly keep going back to your phone and scheduling the posts, but it also will not let you kind of schedule the post to Facebook for some weird reason. It only posts to Instagram when I do this, which is why a lot of the time I like to put things into drafts and not schedule. With scheduling, you can pick the exact time as well that you want to post. And I personally like to post in the afternoon between, I would say 3 and 6 o'clock is normally when I post, but I would not think too much into it. Post when you want. When people are actually awake though, please don't be posting at 2 a.m. in the morning. Other than that, I think you're pretty much free to post whenever you want. Don't overthink it. But yeah, I do like to put my content into drafts and then post it physically myself. So all I have to do is go into it. The hooks are already there, the captions are already there, the content is already there. I'll go into my drafts and I will post it when I want to. I like to do this because I like to pick the content that is relevant for me at that time. I like to do this because I actually sometimes just think I don't want to post that content now. I want to post something else, and then I'll save the drafts for another day, so I've still got that content. If I'm wanting to post a sale or a new product or a new collection, I can do that and then I can save my drafts for later. Now there are also third-party apps. There's so many out there. There's actually the Meta one itself that you can use, which will help you post to Instagram and Facebook at the same time. Now I don't like to use a lot of third-party apps, and the reason for that is I can't really choose the music. I can't choose trending music, and I don't like that. I also like to show up online and comment back to people and message them. So I also like to kind of be present when I'm posting so that I can go back to old posts and comment back to people, and I do like to constantly be online. But if that's not for you, one of these scheduling apps could really work for you, or just scheduling in the Instagram, or if you're on Facebook, you can actually do the same on Facebook and schedule your posts on Facebook too. Now I want to know about you. Who are you, and do you have a handmade business, and is this something that you struggle with? Do you struggle with showing up online because you just don't have that time every day to have them 15 minutes to kind of post every single day? Well, hopefully this will help you, and let me know down below if this has helped you and if you are going to start implementing this into your handmade business. So I would love it if you guys could join me on the free webinar that I am going to be doing very, very soon. Please click the link below through to my website and you can join that webinar. And I'm going to be showing you guys how to use hooks and captions and how to use ChatGPT to get amazing captions and hooks that are really going to work for you and your handmade business. This can work for absolutely anybody. And if you enjoyed this video, please check out these other videos here, and I will see you in the next one.